So when I was talking to my husband last night, a couple nights ago actually, about what I should talk to you guys about today, he said the first thing you got to tell people is why the heck you do this. He says because it's so hard that that's the most important thing, is why you get up every day and actually go through the pain of being an entrepreneur. Because it is not all sunshine and light to be an entrepreneur. In fact, you spend most of your time beating back the people who are telling you it can't be done and why it can't be done. And so I'm going to start by telling you my personal reasons. Now, some of you may recognize some of these things in yourselves, and that's great, or you may have other reasons that make you get up and tick in the morning. What I would suggest to you is that it's really important to know why you do the things you do and what it is that makes you happy when you try and figure out what you're going to do with your life. For me, at fundamental root, and this has been true of me since I was, knee-high to a grasshopper, growing constantly. I love to grow. I love to learn new things. I like to have never-ending challenges. I get bored seriously easily. So growing constantly. I love the speed and freedom of the entrepreneurial path. If you are part of an established company, you have to worry about your existing products, your existing customers, your existing employment capabilities. All those things put constraints on what's really viable. When you're starting from scratch and you have a white space, you can go places that a big established company can't go. I was asked over and over and over again, well, why can't BD do this? Well, in theory, they could, except to do this, they were going to be eating their own children. They were going to be decimating their marketplace. They were going to be, have to redefine themselves in the minds of their customers. All of these are really hard things for a big company to do. And I liked the path of not being fettered by those things. I spent 8 years as a management consultant. I worked with 25 different companies, did 30 different projects on all kinds of different topics, learned a ton in the process. But a consultant is always making a recommendation, and at the end of the day, the client can choose whether or not to take that recommendation. And at the end of the day, I wanted to be the one making the choice and living with the consequences. And by the way, this is really important to know whether you want to be that or not. Most people I meet don't actually want to be totally responsible for their own actions, okay? But I like that. I like putting all the eggs in one basket, and that basket's me. And I like making my own decisions, whether they're hard, and living with whether it was the right decision or not. And in the course of my career with every startup, I repeatedly bet the company on some of those decisions. And if I'm wrong, we die. I love taking nothing and creating something out of that, and going boldly into the unknown. That's where the title of this talk comes from, to boldly go where no man or woman has gone before, is what I like to do. That kind of white space stuff isn't for everybody, but I just get a total charge out of that. And I love breaking the rules and proving others wrong. My husband tells me that the best way to figure out, to get me jazzed up is to tell me I can't do something, because then I'm going to do it just to prove you wrong. This is something, and somebody one time just characterized me. They said, Jen, you're such a rebel. And I said, no, I'm not. And then I thought about it more and more, and I thought, that's actually very true. I am a rebel. I don't actually like to play by the rules. I like to bend the rules, break the rules, and change the rules so that I can be successful in a positive way. That doesn't mean going off and becoming a criminal, but it means whatever somebody assumes about the way the business needs to be run isn't the way we necessarily have to run it. And I'll give you another example. So that little flow cytometer that we made that was about the size of a small microwave, the competitors' products were the size of coffins. They were huge. We made ours small. We broke rules about, I can't tell you the number of people who told us it can't be done, it can't be done, it can't be done, it can't be done. We made our product fixed price in an industry where everything's negotiable. We made it, you could have it any color as long as it was red. This is kind of the Ford Model T version. We didn't give people any choices. We didn't allow them to customize it. And these were all things that broke the rules in the marketplace. Now, did we do those things arbitrarily? Absolutely not. Why did we do them? We did them because we needed to cut cost out of our sales cycle. So if you could look up the price straight on the website, you could send in your order, you didn't have to negotiate. We didn't have to have a sales force out there that was negotiating with all of our customers. If we could cut all that cost out of the sales cycle, we could afford to sell something for a fifth of the cost of the competition. We had to come up with some ways to do that, but we broke all the rules in the process, in the marketplace, And we had to do it in a way that people really could value.